Welcome to another episode of A Message of Hope. I'm your host, Christina Lockett, and in honor of the holiday season, and for those ladies who are preparing for the holiday season and holiday parties and events and church events, I have with me a very special guest. Her name is Chase McGee, and she is the owner and founder of Chase and Style. Please welcome Chase McGee to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So as I stated, this is the holiday season. Everyone is preparing for holiday parties, holiday events. But from a spiritual standpoint, I know that sometimes it can be discouraging. It can be a depressing season. And so today's episode is just dedicated to life, joy, hope. I want the ladies to feel good about themselves and just have some great ideas and tips about dressing for the holidays. So before we go into that, I want to actually give you the opportunity to meet Chase McGee. So who is Chase McGee?
Hi, I am a fashion stylist in Houston and now Dallas and New York.
Okay.
I just recently did New York Fashion Week.
I heard about that. Congratulations.
Thank you. That was the pivotal moment and highlight of my career. I style. I work with a lot of designers and models and different photographers and different runway shoots and things like that. So I do quite a bit in the styling industry.
That's great. That's exciting. Do you feel like you're really pursuing your dream right now?
I am. I live it, I dream it, sleep it, everything. It is my life.
Well, you looking fashionable today.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
I make that comment because sometimes we think that simple is not good, that we have to be extravagant. Give us some ideas about that.
Simple is always the best way to go, and then you can build off the simplicity.
Okay.
Like, for instance, I love black, and I'll always do black with a pop of color.
Okay.
And once you learn your skin tone and your body type, it's easy to kind of mold your wardrobe around, what you wear.
I love what you said, mold your wardrobe. Mm-hmm. I love that. That's a good comment. Mold your wardrobe, because I think that we watch magazines, we watch television, and we think that we need to look a certain way, but you need to mold your wardrobe according to you. Absolutely. Like you said, your skin tone, your body type, what looks good on you.
Exactly.
Because what looks good on you may not look good on me.
Right.
Make some tips about that. Share some tips about that.
So I think if you are trying to be more conservative, or you want to go with the higher collars. You want to go with something that's, less revealing, but maybe have a little peek, like a little hint of something.
Yes.
If you're trying to be, you're okay with being a little bold and a little daring, then you can wear something a little bit off the shoulders.
Okay.
Not too much where it's going to be, overwhelming, but, I have a lot of my clients that are scared of color.
Okay.
And so they kind of navigate always towards the black. You don't have to. You can start with black and add your favorite regular color. Like if your color is yellow or red, or, add a hint of that into it.
I like what you said about adding a hint of color, or even maybe just a hint of a little shoulder or something like that. Because I know that, especially like in the Christian community, it's like you want to be sexy, but you don't want to be too revealing. All at the same time. Because, at the end of the day, we're still women. Absolutely. And we want to look appealing. But it's even a way to do that.
It is.
It's a way to do that where it's not over the top or too revealing, but it's still beautiful, respectful, sensual, all at the same time. I love that. You have a great personality for fashion.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love it. I love dressing. I love the way that people feel once they come into their own. Once they find their own niche and style, then they become into their own. You see a lot of personality. You see a lot of them come out. So
that confidence level changes.
Absolutely.
When you have your hair fixed, makeup, and even if you don't have like full face, if you have on lip gloss and maybe some mascara, but when you have on that right outfit with the right shoes, your shoulders get back, your confidence level changes.
It goes through the roof.
It does. And I think that people people always say, well, don't just get caught up in your appearance or the way you look or something like that. But all of that is me. My inside is me, but my outside reflects my inside.
When you feel good, you look good.
Did you hear that? It's the truth.
It is.
It's the truth, and I think that I know it from hands-on experience because my first profession is cosmetology. I got my cosmetology license in 1996, and actually that was my full-time business for years. When I graduated college, I just changed careers a little bit when I started working in education. But being in that salon, even if the lady had on maybe like a jogging suit or just maybe a t-shirt and jeans, mindset changed after your hair was fixed. I had ladies come in the salon, no makeup, but after their hair was done, they all in the mirror, got to put on a little lipstick because you really do change it and your spirit changed and it's uplifted. And shout out to those organizations that are a blessing to the ladies that are less fortunate. There are different programs and organizations that reach out to ladies, especially like when they're looking for a job and they have like those dress for success. Right, shout out to people that do that because it really does make a difference. And it's a blessing when you can have someone that's professional, to share these tips and share these ideas. And so before we kind of go into more, because she's actually, she brought some things with her that she's going to showcase and really give you some real life tips and hints. Before we go into that, you mentioned like this being your calling and fulfilling your dream. What would you share with someone who has, they have a desire to go into fashion, or like some people like to sew? How can they take that to another level?
First, they have to be mentally prepared for the no's.
Oh.
You have to have, because in this industry, you have to have tough skin. You have to be ready for people to not see and receive your vision. You may be ahead of the game and they don't see it. So you have to prepare your spirit and your mind to say, okay, I can do this no matter what, and just keep going. One of my favorite sayings, and I always tell my clients, push through it no matter what. Push through it even when it hurts. Do it when it's rough. Like, that's when you go. Like, never stop, because you will want to quit.
Yes.
You will want to quit.
After you hear no so many times.
Yeah, so many times.
Yes.
People will say no, or your designs or your fashion, your styling is not good enough. But get in there and practice. Like, give it everything you have. If this is your world and this is something that you really want to do, then give it everything you absolutely have.
Well, you know what, that applies to anything. Mm-hmm. Not just fashion. Don't accept the no's. Keep moving forward, because just like she said, Chase said that maybe you're ahead of the game. And you know what? We need some trailblazers.
We do.
We need some trailblazers, but you have to be confident enough to be a trailblazer. I can speak for myself. A lot of things that I'm doing within my ministry and even with the television show, everybody's not doing that. And it's okay. It's okay to be who you are and who God has created you to be. And the rejection, oh my God. When you hear the no's, you have to say to yourself, God says yes. God says yes. I love it. That was a great tip. Not only for fashion, but that's across the board. Any passion, any dream that you have, you're going to receive some no's sometimes. But like she said, push through it, push through it. So can you share with our audience how they can contact you and how they can connect with you?
Absolutely. You can find me all across the board on social media in Chase and Style. Chase, I-N, Style. The website, chaseandstyle.com. My phone number is everywhere. It's 832-229-0047. I'm always available. I have clients that call 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm there because they know that I'm there.
Okay.
They have something on their minds and they have an idea. Then we talk about it. So
that's good. Well, you know what? We always like to share exclusive. And so beginning in the year 2017, I want you to know this is also going to be my personal stylist. It's happening. We have to prepare for the future. God is really opening up doors, and so we have to prepare for those doors. She made a comment earlier about being mentally ready. You have to be mentally ready, and you have to step out on faith. And in the year 2017, I'm stepping out on faith.
Do it afraid. Do it.
Do it. Yes. Well, I definitely want you to stay connected. We are about to show you some items that really give you some real life hands-on tips. Stay connected. We're having a conversation with Chase McGee. She is a fashion stylist. She is a fashion PR specialist. Can I call you that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, yes. And so in honor of the holidays, we want to share some tips and some ideas, some things that you could probably do just right out of your closet without breaking the bank as you prepare for all of the holiday events. So thanks for coming back to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So it's on you. Share with us some tips and help us get ready for our special events.
Okay, so we have here a two-piece outfit. This is actually a pants and a cape top. This is something that we were talking about earlier, to where you can kind of reveal a little, but not too much.
Right.
And it has like the sleeves, so it's like the element of surprise is pretty much in the back with the cape.
With the cape,
And you can dress it up, you can accessorize it, you can go so many different ways with this. This is one of our favorite pieces for clients.
Okay. So, for example, like you said, dress it up. So what if this was more of a formal type event?
Then you would go a little bit more gaudy or a little bit more bigger with your accessories.
Okay. And
the
the
show
shoes
kind
maybe?
of bold. You would give a pop of color. So I would do like a turquoise with
Okay.
this shoe. I would give it definitely an edge of color.
Okay, that's a good idea right there. And you know what? Sometimes we're afraid to mesh two bold colors.
Exactly.
You know, because I really never thought to put like turquoise shoes with this.
Really, but look, the color scheme is it.
Yeah, right,
So they go
exactly.
very beautiful
Okay.
together.
That's a great idea. Love it.
Next we have our after 7. It's like a gown that's very good for holiday and Christmas parties and anything that you have. It kind of falls off the shoulder a little bit.
Okay.
And you can accessorize it with either black and silver or just your silver accessories and some beautiful black shoes or black and silver. So it's
So even though the outfit is black and silver, I can still do black and silver shoes.
absolutely.
See, now I would be thinking it's too much.
No.
Really?
Absolutely.
See, that's why you need a fashion stylist, you know. Because what we think is like, we
Right.
gotta get out of the box a little bit.
Exactly. You
Okay.
want to we limit ourselves so much to
Yes.
what we can do. But no, you can step out, and sometimes that shoe just may tie it all in
Tie it all in.
and
That
bring
makes
the
sense.
whole look together.
What about a purse?
I would do like a small black clutch or a all silver.
Also.
So make sure that it's one or the other.
Okay, either black or silver.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a great tip right there. I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm thinking about myself. You know, I would not do a black and silver shoe, but I can see it now that you've said it.
Absolutely.
You know, that's why you need a fashion stylist. You know, help you out. Yes, indeed. Challenge yourself. Stretch a little bit.
Right.
Oh, that is so pretty.
This is one that you can do after work, and you can go straight to work, to happy hour, to that event, because it has the nice little denim trim, and so many colors in it that you can bring out in your shoe. So you can do a green shoe, you can do a purple shoe, you can even do a yellow shoe. So there's so many options that you can do with this, and it's classy. The sleeves.
I like that.
Yeah, you don't have to do a whole lot with accessories. You can kind of maybe unbutton it and even lift the collar up.
Okay.
You know, and keep the collar up to give it that. Or if you do, I would do some gold pearls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you know when to pop the collar?
It just, you kind of just have to look at it. You know what I mean? Just look at the garment and you can see if it's one of those that'll make it stand out. Usually I kind of go with the sleeves. The sleeves will tell me a lot.
So what do you mean?
So like these are flared.
Okay.
I would definitely raise
So
the
if I
collar.
have a flare sleeve,
Raise the collar. Absolutely.
what? Y'all heard it right here on the Message of Hope. Now, you know what? You make a comment about, you know, we have the different colors here. Gold and green and light green, dark green.
Mm-hmm.
So, could we make this outfit just totally different by changing my color shoe, changing my purse, or changing, like, the accessories?
Yes. You can totally go from daytime to evening real quick by just changing the accessories. So, you know, if you're in the office, let's go with the collar down.
Okay.
You know, let's dim down the accessories a little bit. I probably would go with maybe a green type of necklace or just a regular shoe, blue shoe maybe. And then switch to the evening time. I would lift the collar up.
Okay.
And I would definitely go with I would do a yellow shoe.
I like that because I see kind of like the gold and the
Yes,
yellow
I would
tones,
definitely.
yeah.
And sometimes the rule of thumb is sometimes whatever your weakest color is, you want to bring that out in your shoe.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question. Office party, holiday party. But they wasn't specific as to what the attire was. How would I know that I should come out with my black and silver or I should come out with something like this?
Did they send out an invitation?
Yeah, let's say they sent out an invitation,
Okay.
but they didn't specify the attire.
Okay, so this happens all the time, especially with weddings. And a lot of the hint of the attire is always in the invitation.
Okay.
If you look at it, they'll give you the hint of the color scheme.
Okay.
Because most people kind of theme their parties and they'll theme the whole, so you can kind of gauge it on what the invitation looks like. So
Okay.
if it's like a black and gold, you kind of know it's a black and gold theme, so you can kind of cater it towards that way.
Okay.
So kind of look at the invitation, and then that'll give you an idea if they are not specific. But you always want to go with, your black with maybe some accessories if
Okay.
you're unsure, because you can never go wrong with black.
Right, and what I think about too, that sometimes if they don't specify what the attire is, I look at the event. Where is it going to be held?
Mm-hmm.
Is it more of a not lower level, but like maybe like a restaurant, or is it like a high-end restaurant?
Right.
You kind of think about the place, and then you know what I think too. We should just kind of be confident in wearing what we feel like wearing.
Exactly.
You know,
step outside the box.
Yeah, because I've made up my mind. I'm not concerned if I'm overdressed.
You shouldn't be.
Because I feel like personally, maybe it's just me. You could correct me if I'm wrong. You're the fashion expert. People don't dress up like they used to.
They don't.
I remember as a little girl going on an airplane to go meet my dad. My dad traveled out of town with his job, and so my mother and I would fly to go meet him, especially if he was there for months. And I was a little girl with like a jumpsuit with a patent leather belt and shoes, going to the airport. It's like we dressed up
Exactly.
to go catch our flight. And of course, I still travel. People have on their flip-flops,
PJs.
their pajamas, hair wrap on the airplane. Things have changed.
Yeah.
Even when you attend like funerals, if that was the time to dress up, you dressed up. But now it's like they come in jeans, t-shirts,
Exactly.
memory t-shirts and tennis shoes. So it's like you do have that idea of should I dress up, not dress up. Even if it's not a special event, it's like you don't always know what you should and shouldn't do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not afraid to be overdressed.
I always have to go with the mind frame. If I get caught on camera, I want to get caught good.
Yeah.
So that's how I go out with the, intentions of if I get caught on camera, I have to look good.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Because nowadays people taking pictures for social media and you don't even know they taking pictures.
Exactly.
So you pop up on somebody's Instagram, at least she was cute.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love it. This is really great, really great. So do you have any other tips that you like to share and ideas that you feel like it's across the board?
I do. I think if you live in a climate like, where we live in Texas, we may get all the seasons in one day.
Yes.
The best thing that you can always do is layer.
Okay.
You layer, with a blazer, a light t-shirt or something under, or a scarf. So that way, if it starts to get warm, then you can start taking it off and you still look good.
I like that's a good
You
tip.
still look really good no matter what you have on. So you just want to, be dressed accordingly and, but do your own thing. Like, have your own style, your own trend, and what works for you.
I like that. And you mentioned that before. What works for you? Well, you know what? You mentioned the fact that we live in Texas, and I know that we have audience members just all over, and we definitely thank you for supporting the Message of Hope. But because we live in Texas, especially Houston, our temperature varies in one day. So this is my personal issue with boots. Okay, when can I wear my boots? When I shouldn't wear my boots? What boots are appropriate? First of all, Texas, we wear boots. We wear cowboy boots. We wear fashion boots. But when can we wear our boots?
So, we have this thing here where they're like, no, it's not time to pull out the boots yet.
Right,
so I would say when it gets about mid-50s or lower, then go ahead and break out the boots.
Is that my fashion boots or my cowboy boots all year round?
Your fashion boots.
Okay, my fashion. Come on.
You can break out your fashion boots around that time.
Okay.
But, keep an extra pair of heels just in case the weather changes, so it won't be too awkward.
Okay.
But the best, where you can never go wrong and you can kind of get more life out of, is the booty boots.
Yes, the little shoe boot.
Yeah. And you can get more life out of those because you can wear them if the temperature is like in the 50s and the 60s. You can still get away with that.
Okay, so look, what about the shoes I have on? Because they like a shoe boot.
Yes.
I don't wear them all year round, but are they all year round shoes?
They actually are, yes.
Okay. You heard it first, right? So if you see me with these shoes on, Chase said I can wear them all year round.
In season.
Okay, because I really don't. I don't pull them out. Because I always thought it was more of a winter shoe. So now with the peep toe, I guess, it's kind of all year round now.
You can do some, jeans with that. You can do a whole lot with that.
Okay.
Yeah, especially because of the peep toe. So it's very versatile.
Okay. So I'm asking you all these different things, right? Because it's going on in my head. So before we let you go, this is the thing. The leggings. Did you take a deep breath?
I did.
What's the fashion advice for leggings? Help us, please.
Unless they are with a long to the knee type of sweater or top or oversized sweater, we should not be doing leggings. Or it's a home thing. Let's keep those at home.
Relaxing, cleaning
up, yeah, that type of thing. But let's stop going out in public with just the leggings and the short shirts and the tanks. We're over that era of fashion.
Okay, but listen, what about, obviously you're slimmer than I am, right?
Okay.
You can't go with that?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Ladies,
fashion is over it. We're over it. We've evolved.
We have evolved. We're going into the year 2017. You heard it right here from the fashion expert. Listen, let them go. Unless it's like you said, with the longer, especially like now, this is our winter season. And so you have those fashion boots that really don't look good with pants. You need to have something that's closer to your close fitting, I should say.
Exactly, but because of our temperature too, if you have the longer sweater, you actually do not need the leggings if you're going to do the boots.
Oh, because the boots is enough.
Yeah, the boots are enough.
See how we're getting educated on the mentions of the boots are enough. Right. Okay, I love that. Okay, well, I think that was all my little pet peeves and my little questions. So I'm going to let you just share anything else that you want to share.
Accessories are never a bad thing. You can always, go with your hat, your scarves, and your nice little bangles and necklaces to, add onto your wardrobe. So you can do a little bit of everything that you can do to just kind of do the fill-ins and the add-ins.
Fill-ins and the add-ins. I love it. I just thought of something else. The gloves at church. The church gloves.
We're over the church gloves. We're done with the church gloves.
You know what? It is so funny. I'm really laughing, right? And sometimes I watch myself back on television, and I'm like, I need to stop laughing so much, because my eyes get closed and everything. But this is funny to me. I remember living in Louisiana, and there were people from head to toe, and we love the hats. Hats are still in, right?
Hats are still in.
So we have our hats, we have our suit, and the gloves. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead with the gloves.
We cannot do the gloves anymore.
Okay, let them go.
Let them go. Don't let them.
Don't let them go.
We're over the gloves.
What if it's like a tee?
No.
Still no?
No.
Okay. I don't have any gloves. I'm just asking.
Yeah, no.
The gloves are over.
Yeah, we're in the era of the tees, and I've been to plenty of tea parties, and we're over the gloves.
Okay. Oh wow, this is really enlightening and refreshing. For somebody who actually studies fashion, and she's style celebrity or artist. Been in New York. She's really doing her thing in fashion. So. You know what? I think we should take your word for it, right? Exactly. I would love for you to just share again your contact information, and I also want to make this comment before we actually wrap up. Sometimes the regular everyday person don't think that they need a fashion stylist. Tell us why we do.
Because there are so many things that you miss, so many things that you don't know, like people. just do not, or just don't know how to dress for their body types or wear the right clothes for their skin tone. Okay. And until you're completely educated with that, then you just don't know, and you are wearing things that are not complimenting you, and it's just always a hit or miss. But if you are in a profession or doing something where you're trying to take your career to the next level, you definitely need that styling expert in your life to just say, hey, this is the route we need to go, this is what we need to do to get noticed, because it's your image, it's your brand and your image, and it's a lot.
Yes, and we really had a lot of fun today, really great received some great tips and ideas, but at the end of the day, I want you to know that all women deserve to have someone who cares enough about them to say, you know what, that looks good on you, this doesn't. Let's enhance your beauty. Let's help you receive that confidence that we know that you have. And so it's important. So don't think that you don't need to get a fashion stylist. Oh no, I'm just that regular everyday person. Yeah, we all need it.
We do.
We do. Even if it's just for, like you said, coming in and just maybe even going through your closet and just kind of sharing some tips and ideas. Because even the things you shared today, someone could take this and really make a difference in their wardrobe. So we have Chase with us, and she's really shared some great tips, great ideas, and also just kind of gave some words of wisdom for a person that's ready to go into this business. But kind of share what you did before you got into this business.
I studied fashion at Team Parsons, and I got my certification in fashion styling. I also worked under a great mentor in Australia, Amber Renee, and learned everything in fashion. It was like a 6-month intense crash course on fashion, everything fashion.
Oh, wow. So, again, she knows what she's talking about, and that's why I'm so glad that you were able to come onto a message of hope, because we have a wide variety of people who watch the show and support the show. And so share with us your contact information, how they can connect with you and follow you on social media.
Absolutely. On Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is Chase in Style, Chase, I-N, Style. My website is www.chaseinstyle.com. My email is info@chaseinstyle.com. Phone number 832-229-0047.
Well, you know what? We do have a great male audience. And so the show was geared toward the women. Can you give me 3 tips for men?
Ooh. Keep the ties coming. You can wear a slimmer leg in the pants. It doesn't have to be wide anymore.
Okay.
And scarves actually look great on men too.
Yes, I saw that. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Maybe even last season, the men were wearing the scarves. So that was a great tip.
They look very good in scarves.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Chase, for being our guest.
Thank you.
On the Message of Hope, and I'm so looking forward to working with you in 2017.
I know, I'm excited.
Yes, I know you have to style me for the Stella Award.
Yes, I can.
Thank you so much for being our guest, and thank you so much for watching A Message of Hope. I pray that you was really inspired, that you received some great tips, and that you stay excited during this holiday season. You should not be depressed, but you should have joy. The joy of the Lord is your strength. I'm your host, Christina Lockett. Follow me on all social media platforms, or you can go to my website at www.christinalockett.com.